So I'll catch up on the last few days. I should probably start by saying I've been really fucking irritated. I felt like a agitation, somewhat, just lurking. So it was 4:20 yesterday, and I wanted to smoke. I actually wanted to smoke a bit, which come as a bit of a surprise. I don't know why. I'm acting like I haven't been smoking for years, you know. It's been 37 days, well, 38 days now. So the fact that it was 4:20 is obviously, and actually because I've detoxed my timeline, there weren't a lot of posts up about weed and things like that. There's a few, nothing much. My flatmate smokes and that didn't bother me, and I was fine all day. It was only until the evening when I started to feel like the irritation of yesterday. And I even went into my flatmate before I went on my Marijuana Anonymous meeting, and I said to him, I might get a spliff off you later. And I'm poor guy. I put him in an uncomfortable position because he knows how much I've struggled and how hard I've been working at, you know, my sobriety. So he didn't want to say no, but he didn't want to say yes. Anyway, when we spoke today, he expressed that, and I was like, no, I'm grateful. You know, I probably was never going to take it, but I paid lip service to it, and you know, and I expressed, you know, I would respect you more for not giving it to me than if you did give it to me after knowing everything, you know, all of the struggle that I had put myself through in order to succeed at not smoking and detoxing and, you know, mentally and emotionally going through it. So that was good that I didn't. And then the day before was my mum's birthday. I baked a cake. I made a vegan orange sponge cake, and I had a dark chocolate frosted topping sprinkled with cinnamon. Oh, it was so good. I've had to like limit myself on how much cake I can eat each day because it was dangerous. I could have eaten the whole cake and shit myself. So that was nice. It was really nice having my mum's birthday on Zoom and being able to, like, everybody baked cakes, which was so cute. And then we all lit our candles at the same time and sang happy birthday to her. It was adorable. Just to think, like, my birthday is coming up in like 4 weeks and we're due to still be on this lockdown. And again, not bothered, like, not bothered in the slightest. In fact, don't want to say it, but fuck it, I'm gonna anyway. Slightly relieved. I'm slightly relieved that I don't have to do anything for my birthday. I don't really like making a fuss out of my birthday. You know, I'm not a going out kind of person, so that doesn't bother me. Listen, DVSN just dropped another album as well. Wait, I'm loving the fact that all the artists are dropping albums throughout this lockdown. Yes. So much new music, and it's just giving me life. Like, yeah, DVSN collaborating with so many people on this album. The album is called A Muse in Her Feelings. Get with it, guys. Bang him. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so I've been putting out the feelers a lot. Back on social media, But in so much control over it, I went through and done a massive detox in regards to people that I was following and like the shit that was coming up on my timeline. And do you know what? Have you heard of Al Gore? He's like controls the internet, and basically he's got this thing. It's called a rhythm, and it tells, it's smart, and it basically tells you, you know, what you're going to be looking at. And mine's completely changed since I've done my detox, which is banging because I'm not getting none of the shit that I don't want to see, like none of it. So big up to Al Gore and your rhythm. Hey, do you like what I've done there? Do you like that? Yeah, I mean, if there really is someone called Al Gore, hit me up. We need to chat. I need to see what kind of rhythm you got going on. What else? Yeah, just the last few days just been, they've kind of blended, and I'm quite surprised that I haven't done my entries. I kind of let like my room get a little bit messy, let my video blogs entries slide. I did go absolutely fucking mental the other day with my cleaning out of my house, and it just completely took it out of me energetically, like, and then it showed for the next few days after, because like there was a lot of stuff around him. And even though after the 11 hours of doing that, I managed to have my space looking really clear and tidy, and you know, but the energy was not. The energy was obviously still a little bit cluttered and messy, because over the next 2 days after, it really like showed up in regards to the things all around in my room and my space. And so that was interesting. But then yesterday I steamed the floors, so like disinfected and steamed all the floors throughout the house. Cleaned my kitchen floor like never before. It looks brand new. It's amazing. And then I smudged the whole house. I smudged with white sage, which completely clears the energy. And then I reimbursed the energy with Palo Santo, which adds a much more balanced energy to the place. And I also burnt a bunch of frankincense, and like on a ratio of probably 2-1 with frankincense and myrrh. 2 of the frankincense, 1 of the myrrh. Yeah. Had a few more deliveries come through, and then spent today trying to figure out what I'm going to call my new company, the new name for my candles. It's been a real challenge, that. I'm hoping that the word that I've now, that has come to me, is going to serve me well. It should do. It's everything that I want it to be. I've just got to now figure out how to incorporate it as a name or into a name. And then off the back end of that, I've checked, there's nothing online that has this name as well, which is really good. That's promising for sure. So then I need to look into how much it's going to cost me for domains and copywriting. I think that's going to be the expensive part. So realistically, what I want to do, I don't want to get loads of stuff made for it, and then because it would be great if I could start selling stuff and then off the back end of that buy it. However, I don't think that's very business savvy, because I don't want to happen again what happened before, and other people now have got the name that I was using. You know, I kind of want to keep it for me, because actually I feel like this could really blow up. The energy that I'm putting into it, there's no reason why it can't, you know. We always see a return in what we give, we receive, and you know, I'm spending a lot of my energy, my artistic energy, my academic energy. I'm investing into this. You know, I'm learning new skills and new qualifications for this time round. You know, I'm really leveling up. And yeah, I had a really good business meeting actually with somebody about it, which was really promising. The whole thing was amazing actually. He's a really smart guy. It's a very smart guy. I'm so lucky. I've got some really amazing people around me, and you know, and they pull out the stops, and it just shows me how I'm in the right place. Because you know what, there's always a way of looking at things, you know, and whether things are hard, you can look at it and say, right, I'm in the right place because I'm having to fight for this. Or things are coming easy and you're saying, I'm in the right place because it's flowing easy. It's all about perspective, and it's all about how you want to look at it. So it comes down to your state of mind, whether or not you're going to have a positive mental attitude or a negative one. And depending on, you know, the stance you choose to pick will really depend on your outcome. Straight. That's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh no. I thought it was a sticker. It's not a sticker. It's just the lid. That's Butters. Literally not Butters. That's what happens when you buy organic shits. Yeah, and that's really it. I suppose that's all I got. That's all I got. Meditations. That's another thing actually. I wasn't meditating I noticed that something wasn't right because I wasn't as enthusiastic about getting up to do my meditations. I realised that it's important to share what you learn, but it's also important to keep your energy protected. Super important. So, you know, you can't share everything with everybody. The right ones will understand, and if they don't understand, it just means it's not right time for that person. You can't expect everybody. This is what I'm learning. I always used to want the people I loved to experience my wins the same way I did, and they never are, because they're not their wins, they're yours. And if you've got somebody that can genuinely be happy and celebrate your wins and your come up, that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. However, we can't expect people to completely understand, and we can't expect people to come on the same journey as us. Like, it's not their journey, it's your journey, it's my journey, you know. And everybody's got to do things in their own time, in their own way. And sometimes it's quite a hard burden. I don't even want to call it a burden to bear. It's a privilege, but it's a heavy privilege to be the first one to walk with, you know, with the torch and lead the way in a lot of situations, because sometimes it can feel very lonely. And you know, I'm sure we've all experienced that at some point, but it's about how you look at it, how you look at dealing with it, and if you allow yourself to continue, or if you stop because you don't want to be on your own, and that's okay. You know, it's horrible being lonely. I know how it is to be lonely. I'm very fortunate. Oh, that one smells good. That was one of my old candles. yeah, it's really lonely sometimes, and feeling lonely is, you know, it's not nice. However, what I'm realizing as well is it's in them moments where we learn who we are the most, and then you gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself. So sitting alone in silence can be a scary, daunting thing because we spend so long running away from ourselves, keeping ourselves busy in order not to face our demons, that sometimes when we're forced to face them, it can be like a fucking nightmare. But you can utilize that nightmare to be your awakening, to be your enlightenment, and that is what I'm understanding, you know. And that is why I'm grateful for my hardships. That's why I'm grateful for the pain, and that's why I'm grateful for the emotional discomforts, because it's in them uncomfortable places where we grow the most. Yeah. So that's where the acceptance comes in. When you accept them things rather than resist them things, there's a lot of power in acceptance, in opposed to resistance. Yeah, so try and accept your life, your story for what it is, and things tend to change when you look at them. The things, what's that saying now? Things will change when the way you look at things. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. That's the one. Perfect example. So yeah, I mean, food for thought. See where you're at. Maybe try and step out of your perspective. My videos help me with this. When I watch these back and I'm like, oh, snap. That's what that means. Because sometimes, you know, I will just talk because I allow myself to vent. And this is my therapy for myself. It just so happens that I'm putting it on a public platform to share it. Because why not? Like, why not share? It was only just 3 weeks ago that I was in like a really, really ugly place. I think it was like 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I don't even know. I don't know with time anymore. I feel like I'm just like slowly slipping out of time. It's really bizarre. Could be going crazy, or I could be becoming completely sane. It's one of the two. I'm not quite sure. But you know, I'm no longer suffering with anxiety. I'm no longer taking the medication. My medication is holistic, and it comes in the form of self-love, exercise, meditation, and good food, healthy sleeping pattern, sunlight exposure, good food, food. What I'm putting in my body, what my gut is absorbing, and what's going on in my belly. The more I cut out foods that are not great, the better I'm feeling. Now that's word to your mother. Serious shit, like serious fucking shit. Because I've gone like people will call me extreme. They will call me extreme, and I'm okay with that. Don't care. Don't care about the extremeness. Works for me. It does. And you know, I'm very much one of them people that is in my thoughts. Have a very active mind. And so I have to try and be smart about shit. It's that simple, really. Be smart. Work smart, not hard. You know, we'll work our whole life trying to be healthy. You know, working, when actually you can work smart and work half as hard. It's just about reprogramming, retraining, re-understanding what we've been taught, and not necessarily believing everything that we've been taught, because who the fuck taught us? Who made the syllabus? That's what you need to ask yourself. Who made the syllabus for your life? Not necessarily talking about what you got taught in school. No, no, no. You know, who made the syllabus? That is what you need to be asking yourself. And it's at that point when you start to question, things change. Anyway, rambling again. Love and light.